A beautiful good day, you all. So nice to be with you all again. I'm making this video because I really can bring down one of the biggest distraction discussions that we all have busied ourselves with in the last, I don't know how long, I don't know. When did that? It popped up really suddenly and artificially, it seemed. You know what I'm talking about? And I recently had also a personal experience which I find really absurd. Because it feels like perfectly straight people are trying to explain to me how I should be talking to my people. Which, is kind of really entitled, So then it has to be said, and take it from a biologist. When you say, I'm a woman, you're a man, and talk about ladies and gentlemen, that pertains to about 70-80% of who this species consists of. Okay? That there is another 20% that should be described differently, and for good reason, because in fact genetic separation of chromosomes is not 100%. It of course follows the Gauss graph. Like every distribution follows the Gauss graph. I don't know why nobody's mentioning this. It's so... I'm naturally blonde immigrant, blue-eyed from West Germany, standing here all alone by the telephone. %20 can speak for their 20%. 80% are free to describe what they want to look at and what they want to express in their description, because we become what we focus on. What we give energy, that is what we become. I'm just so fortunate that many really good souls are coaching and channeling me to make that work better for me and for others. And that's another reason why I keep making these videos, even so I get my words all jumbled up, but it's important to find the right words to describe what's really going on. Me, and somehow I always touch at that point, no matter what I look at. There is really no representation but self-representation. So the 20% or the today 35%, I don't know how much it is. I know that organic, forever chemical pollutants from mining and refinery have a significant hormone mimicking effect on aquatic life, amphibia and such. And we can also now observe this in the human spectrum that is related to pollution. That, unfortunately, yes, a lot more move in the bisexual area of the spectrum of every generation, because the percentage is pretty much constant, except for lately, due to this industrial pollution of our surface waters. We see a shift in this spectrum that is very well documented in literature, and especially recent literature. So let's stop this stupid distraction discussion over a private issue that should not ever concern public media in this way, or anybody who calls themselves a journalist. They should focus on politicians and people with a mandate, because they are failing miserably right now. Through the ranks, on every bank in my building. They have no clue what they're shelling out. They have no understanding of what they just signed over and traitored out. But we have, you know. So let's not get distracted with stupid discussions where 20% are trying to dictate how 80% walk. You can only decide that for yourself, you know. It's such a non-issue. And we've been over it since the 90s, I would think. Anyways, let me know what you think. Or if you want to talk something more important, write that in the comments. Okay? Thanks so much, people. I have my coffee in my other hand. Just 2 sips and now look at me going. Thanks for tuning in. All the best. Enjoy this beautiful day. This is Maren Moltan at abroadcom.net.